The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run again on first down, Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This time, Jackson will throw it. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Ioannidis able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, and this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll go with a keeper. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. Second and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though. Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Out of the gun now on third down. And just shutting him off there. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They pitch it to Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Gordon on the dump off. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So it's... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Over! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. A toss play to Chubb. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On on second down. Here's Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big first down on a fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. So out come the Chargers. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Sturgis for the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, it takes a little too long to develop, You got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burgess. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And again, it's Chubb. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Safarian Jenkins has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On play action, they'll throw. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gone, 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 gone.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to wind up in it, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the team...
He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for Cleveland, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They set up the screen to Chubb, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Third and goal, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Leopard!
And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Here we go. Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 50 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. to give it to Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun!
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship.